Welcome to the Counseling Peer Mentor Orientation. Thank you for considering this important role in the counseling program. We hope that after this orientation you will be even more excited about this position. Today we're going to go over what it means to be a mentor, what is expected of you by the program and during your partnership. First and foremost, you are a friendly face in the program. You will be a touchstone for a new student and will help them out by being patient. You may get a lot of questions. These questions can be about program processes, such as candidacy and practicum, or GSU general questions like, how do I see my grades? You may also get questions regarding time management, course expectations, and more. Making them feel more comfortable by being a tour guide. If they are new to GSU, show them where the bookstore is, the library, the cafeteria, where to get their photo ID. Also show them the counseling labs, so it's familiar to them before they need to use it. You may find your mentee requires you to be a techie. Help your mentee navigate the portal system, which includes how to register, how to access their email, as well as giving them assistance with Blackboard. And last but not least, be a facilitator. Introduce your mentee to classmates and faculty, whether you are in class together or just walking through the university. Introduce them to our two student organizations, the GSU chapter of the Illinois Counseling Association and Chi Sigma Iota.
My relationship with my mentor has been really great. I could say we have a great rapport. When we first met, I think our personalities just matched. We were very comfortable with each other. She gave me a tour of the whole entire building, which was cool. It was my first time here, so I really didn't know that much about Governor State. I come from a bigger university, so I was just like, okay, we're in one building. Maybe it'll be easy, but not. It was like a maze. So she really showed me a lot. She showed me the gym. She showed me lockers. I remember back when it was a year from now, actually, and she even showed me where my classes would be, which put my mind at ease, because at first I didn't want to walk around with like a map, literally, looking like a fresh grad student. So I was like really, 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 really anxious at first, but I was so glad that I met her. And because of that, I definitely want to be a mentor myself. So I definitely want to pay it forward and become a mentor and have a mentee one day.
So you see how helping a mentee feel comfortable and getting them acclimated to the environment can help alleviate anxiety and a feeling of being overwhelmed. Your goal is to be a dependable source of information. To that end, you want to also make sure you respond to questions as soon as you can. Don't leave anybody hanging too long. If there are any questions you can't answer, you can refer them to the peer mentor leader or the advisor. In addition to your responsibilities to your mentee, the mentor program has an email address set up where prospective students can ask questions of current students. On occasion, you may be forwarded one of these emails with questions like, what is it like to go to work and go to school? What do you do when you meet clients in practicum? Your job will be to respond to those emails in a prompt and friendly manner. There will also be a mandatory half-hour supervision meeting each semester. This is with all current mentors, and it's a chance to give feedback and voice any concerns. This is extremely important as we continue to improve the program.
Hi, my name is Danielle. I've been a mentor for several students and have found the demand on my time very low. Usually my mentees will send me a text when they have questions about navigating Blackboard, which is our online learning portal, financial aid, or for details on certain classes, just to name a few. It doesn't take up too much of your time. You're just the go-to person when they need support. If I don't hear back from my mentee for a while, I'll send them a text asking how they are adjusting to classes. This makes the mentee feel supported, even if they aren't asking me questions. When we match you up with a mentee, we match by sequence first, and then by compatible schedules, so that you guys have more of a chance to meet face-to-face. As you all know, we all take the same set of core courses, so if we're not able to match you up by sequence, you will still have core courses in common.
Recently, I had a really good experience with my mentee. We were fortunate enough to have all three of our classes together, which was really cool because I know it can be a lot of pressure sometimes to take 3 classes in one semester, and it's nice to have somebody who you already have established a relationship outside of class, where it was actually a surprise too, because I met him before classes even started. And then it just so happened every class I walked into, there he was, you know? So it was nice to see a familiar face. And because of that, people saw us talking together. And so we drew in our classmates to conversations that we were having, which caused, you know, a building of camaraderie between everybody. So we were all talking and having fun. And at the same time, we would be talking about the things we'd be learning in class within our casual conversations. So it helped us understand things a little bit better. It also gave everybody more confidence. It gave me confidence, him confidence, everybody, because we would study together. We would talk about if we were feeling anxious about a test or anxious about a paper we had to write. So it was nice to have that support that stemmed from the original relationship I had with him and that he had with me. Outside, now that the mentorship is over with him, we've seen each other outside of school, met up at a comedy show, and it's nice to have somebody who I can now talk to outside of school or about other things that are going on in life. And it's fun, you know, we can make plans to do things or just basically do whatever we want, but it's a relationship that's made it through from one area of school to outside of school, which was great.
Mentors and mentees are paired up for one semester. At the end of the semester, we will check with the mentee to see if they feel more comfortable in the program or if they would like another semester. If they want to continue, we will make sure the mentor is okay with that, and then we will extend it. Otherwise, you are open to take another mentee if that works for you.
Few bonds in life are more influential than those between a mentor and a mentee. As you begin your journey toward becoming a mentor, you will need to thoroughly understand the role of mentoring. Look at a role you are already familiar with. Most of us have had a supervisor, a boss, a coach who has made a positive difference in our lives. Those people wore many hats. They acted as delegators, role models, cheerleaders, advocates, and yes, friends. As a mentor, you will wear these same hats. Before a mentoring relationship can start, the mentor and mentee must click. Personality match between the mentor and mentee is important for positive mentoring outcomes. Successful mentors also share the same basic qualities as the mentee. They are respectful of others, active listeners, empathetic, solution creators, flexible, and open. Mentors have to be vigilant with regards to boundary issues within the mentor and mentee relationship. Some boundary issues to consider are vulnerability. This happens when the mentor loses focus on their role. Emotional attachment to the mentee, and then you have to let go. Mentee becoming too dependent on the mentor. Remember, your purpose as a mentor is to help the mentee navigate the education in the counseling program. Becoming emotionally attached happens when the mentee's role changes from guide to codependent relationship. Mentor forgetting that they are a student. The reason you are a mentor is because you already want to help other students with some of the same struggles you had in the counseling program. But forgetting that you are a student can result in low grades, frustration, and resentment as a mentor. To have a productive relationship that is equally satisfying, the mentor has to know who they are and who they are not. The mentor is not a surrogate parent, a counselor, therapist, or doctor, a lending institution, a romantic partner, a personal assistant. The mentee should not be running errands or assisting the mentor with their course obligations. As a mentor, it is important to be aware of any conduct concerns that may arise during the mentor experience. The most common concerns are creating a negative learning environment. See school policy and program handbook. This typically involves a mentor intimidating or encouraging the mentee to do things that are against their personal rights or program or school policies. Protect confidential information about your mentee unless it relates to being a gatekeeper. Being a gatekeeper is informing the advisor of acts that conflict with the ACA Code of Ethics, school policy, or the program handbook. If your mentee is struggling emotionally or academically, as a gatekeeper, you should report your concern to the advisor. Remember, keep a professional disposition. One way to do this is not being reactive when you and the mentee disagree when other issues arise. Remember, as a mentor, you are a role model for how to be a good counselor. As you and your mentee begin your relationship, exploring values, interests, and goals, you will find yourself making a difference and having a positive effect on their life. What you also may be surprised to see is that you will be learning more about yourself too. Mentoring just doesn't have an effect on the mentee. Mentor is a shared opportunity for learning and growing together. Many mentors say that the rewards they gain are as substantial as those for their mentees. Being a mentor enables you to have fun, achieve personal growth, and learn more about yourself. Improve your self-esteem because you see that you can make a difference. Gain a better understanding of other cultures and develop a greater appreciation for diversity. Feel more productive and have a better attitude. Enhance your relationships with others. And most importantly, it goes on your resume to make you look even better.
I wanted to add that while in the program, both mentees and mentors have a hierarchy of support. Your first contact, if there's ever an issue or concern, would be the peer mentor leader, who is a current student in the program. Next would be the advisor, and then we have 2 faculty advisors. In other words, you have a great support system. In addition to the staff support, the program also monitors the partnership throughout the semester. Halfway through, both you and your mentee will get a survey to see how things are going. To assist you in helping your mentees, the Peer Mentor program will forward information to you, such as workshops that are happening on campus. The program also offers 2 social events a year, one in the fall and one in the spring. These events do not have speakers or an agenda. It's simply a time for students to network with each other and also become more familiar with student clubs. Sometimes these events are held on campus, other times there are events or activities held online.
So what happens next? At the end of this video, you will need to complete a short quiz. The link is included in the orientation email. This quiz will let us know that you have officially completed the orientation. After that, we have one more screening process to go through, and then the mentors are notified that they have been accepted. We then work on pairing you up with your mentee. We set up a face-to-face joint meeting on campus. At this joint meeting, we explain to your mentee what they can expect of you. You will then set up your method of communication, whether it's texting, email, or calling on the phone, as well as any parameters for that communication, such as, I can't receive calls after 9 p.m. We're also giving you a free lunch on us. You will receive a $15 gift certificate for the cafeteria, so you and your mentee can meet up, have lunch, and get acquainted.
We look forward to working with you soon. If you have any questions regarding this orientation, please call the advising office at 708-534-4973.